Here's the update, too, from yesterday. We had a story about Avril Lavigne being on stage at the Juno Awards. The Juno Awards are like the Grammys, but they're in Canada. So Lavigne was on stage, and a topless protester, a woman, walked up on stage and crashed it when she was trying to present an award, Avril Lavigne.
What? I haven't seen any of the video or the pictures. Did the woman try to get to the microphone, or was she just trying to get on camera?
She's trying to get on camera.
She had things written. I was trying to tell. Some were written
on her chest.
Well, just all over her arms and even her back and body. I couldn't tell what was a tattoo and what she had written, though.
Her protest was because they're trying to develop some natural land in a province in Ontario, and she says that that's wrong and it's use of land that should not be. Biggie had an interesting take on it. That Avril Lavigne clearly, when she was introducing whoever she was introducing, it was her first read, a cold read, as we called it yesterday, because she sounded like she'd never seen the material before.
Hip-hop and pop records fused with his Punjabi roots. Based in Victoria, BC, his music has gained a worldwide audience with sold-out shows in Canada, the U.S. Get the off. Get the off.
So she shoos her away there, and the crowd roared.
Did the security get the woman off eventually?
Yeah. What they do is they cut a real up close shot to Lavigne, and then they do a really far away shot, and that's when you can see security up there with the woman.
Now today, funny you mentioned that about security. The woman has been identified as Casey Heatherly. She is in court in Edmonton over this after a couple of days on a charge of mischief, and she was the one protesting there. So somebody got to her after her appearance in court and said, how difficult was it to get on stage? And she said that it was...
I just walked up there. It was so easy.
Were you surprised it was that easy?
Yeah. If you want to do something, you're the only thing that's in your way, right? Like, people ask me, like, oh, do you think you'll get up there? I'm like, no, I am getting up there, because that's what I came here to do.
That's right. No doubt.
There's actually a nugget of wisdom in there. You're the only thing in your way.
Yeah. Even security was not in her way of doing that. Why?
How did she get into the theater?
Well, that's a good question, too.
I think she just, because they have these crowds. I mean, it's pretty much an open crowd.
For the Grammys? For the Juno Awards?
I thought you had to have at least a ticket.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what it is. I guess the Juno's probably, you have to have a ticket. But I think she probably just came in like a normal ticketed person.
So can you buy a ticket to the Grammys?
You can't necessarily buy one, but I think you can sign up to be.
I see.
To get one. Or,
okay.
Like, I think, like, sometimes for those type shows, like the Junos, it appeared they had a crowd. The Grammys doesn't do a crowd down like an audience, like at a concert.
But they do.
Yeah. Like the VMAs will have a standing room only. The Video Music Award will have standing room so people can be near the performance.
Are those usually like giveaways through radio stations? And
I think even that's just like a come and wait. We'll see, or sign up online.
Like a Dave Letterman or like
a cattle call.
Yeah, cattle call type thing.
So they asked her, why topless? And she said, well, I use the assets that I'm given.
I know that I have an incredible amount of privilege, and it is my absolute privilege to stand up and fight for something that I believe in. And if the best way that I can do that is by playing the cards that I'm dealt, I have white privilege, I have perfect and a huge ass, so I got the attention that On to Ottawa needs.
Perfect tease.
Perfect tease.
That's what she said.
And a huge egg.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Biggie, can you corroborate?
I've tried.
Is it everything blurred up?
Everything's blurred from what I can see.
Right.
Even the huge tees?
Right.
Yeah. Can you find a picture of the tees?
The nice A?
The nice A is just in sweatpants.
Okay.
So, but it does, I don't know. That I'd like to see the tees, but I can't find an unblurred pic.
I wonder if she went in like with a friend, if she tossed a jacket or her shirt to a Confederate, who went in with her, or if she was a total solo, just dropped her shirt in the seat.
Might have been. Nobody else identified as of yet, anyway. That's remember when the lady? I love this sound clip that we had from 10 years ago. Woman witnessed a crime. I guess it was just a wreck that she witnessed, and on television she was just casually explaining what she had seen, and she dropped the term about her tees.
Well, the police wouldn't let me go through 122nd, so I had to go around 119th and go and they let me look at the lawyer's building. I know the vacuum cleaner man. He's seen my tits. I know that's not going on TV, but it's true. It's true.
All right, there it is.
It is, sweetheart.
We're live. We're live. She had witnessed a wreck. She'd seen the lawyer's office, the vacuum cleaner man, and seen her tits.
It would be. I've never seen the audio clip. Seen the video of that audio clip. Like you, Kelly. It fascinates me, everything about it.
Oh yeah.
But it would be like a scene in The Office. You know, when they would just sort of pan down the storefronts, and there's the vacuum cleaner guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, with kind of the shocked look, like, oh, I thought we weren't supposed.
Yeah.
I'm a married. I have a fam.
I've told you all. That's what I always picture.
Yeah.
Is him at night watching the evening news with his wife, not expecting it. And he's like, "Hey," and the wife's like, "Isn't that crazy lady that's in your store lot?" Yeah. And then she says that, and he's just like, "Oh my God,
yeah. She's around the corner, isn't she, from your place?" Yeah.
Oh, he's out there rambling. Yeah.
He probably said, "Hey, I want to see this on the news. There was a wreck near my place."
Yeah, the camera's in front of the building. Maybe they got the sign for my vacuum repair shop on the news.
I know the vacuum man. He's seen my tits. What?
Yeah, he fixed my Oric. What?
I've always loved her.
Yeah.
And Kristen points out they won't let her drive down the street.
No.
Got to go all the 3 blocks down.
Yep.
Not 122. You take 119.
She doesn't drive. She's not doing that. They put her a different place. There's more entertainment news today. Chris Demm brought up a term about me the other day. I just said, I happen to see that Ed Sheeran's dropping a new album next week. It's called Subtract. He's already got, that's what he does. Like he's got one called Add, one called Multiply, and now one called Subtract. That's what it's like a symbol on
You got a theme going.
Yes, and what I was reading was one of the songs is about a friend of his that passed away, and it's supposed to be very poignant. I haven't heard the song. But you know what a huge Ed Sheeran, I mean,
Prepare the waterworks.
I mean, you know what a huge Ed Sheeran fan I am.
I do.
And I said to Chris Demm, one of my great regrets is missing an Ed Sheeran show. He was coming in concert a few years ago.
Was it like a Labor Day weekend?
It was.
It was a perfect
It was a
time,
holiday 3-day weekend.
It was Saturday before Labor Day, and it's like, why wouldn't I go? I love him. I love the guy.
We did everything we could for you. We looked up hotel prices.
I know. And my wife likes him too, and I love Ed Sheeran. But I
and
decided,
you didn't pull the trigger because you said money.
I'm just not going to do it. Money. It's been a huge regret. So I said to Chris Demm, if he tours on this new album, I'm going to see the show. If he comes to our area and he does tour, I'm going to see the Ed Sheeran show. Now, the prices will probably be triple what they were 5 years ago. But I just said, I'm going to do it because he's my favorite.
No regrets.
Right. And that now, at the time that I was considering, maybe one of the reasons I didn't go was because the Littlest Patriot, a colleague, said, you're going to be the oldest person in that room. And that hurt me at that time, because Ed Sheeran's young and most of his fans are young. And I just said, do you think so? He goes, oh, by a mile, by a country mile, you're going to be the oldest person in the room. So I said to Chris Demm, do you think that's the case? And Chris Demm shot back today. He said, well, you're an active senior. And
live your life.
I said, I am not.
You're so old, the young people will embrace you as the kooky oldster. We've all seen that little dynamic play out.
Oh, you'd be some TikToks like, we're so proud of him.
Look at this guy living his best life.
That's what it would be. You'd become a online sensation, look at this guy. He just out here living life. This is what we all need to be more like.
Knows all the words. Doesn't care that it's past his bedtime.
I'm not sure I want to be that. That's my thing. I don't know that I want to be.
In your head, you're still the young hip guy?
I felt like that would be the case. I'll tell you, listen to this. This is just showing a little something more. I very quietly have not filled out an NCAA bracket this year. And the games start at noon today. I've been invited into 5 different pools, including Blaise Fonducci. Yeah. And
the most prestigious pool there is.
I know. And I have been so disinterested. And I don't know if it's my team's not in it. The Tar Heels are not in it. And I think Duke's going to win it, honestly. I really think they're gelling at the right time. And I can't stand that. And so I just have, for whatever reason, turned my back on this NCAA tournament. And I hope it's not that I'm becoming a less active
aging
out of that, But I just haven't even filled it out this year. I'm not even in the Blaise Fonducci. I'm not in Blaise Fonducci.
I didn't get an invite this year.
I think because of you.
Well, they may have Heard you were dead.
Huh.
I'm worried about that.
I didn't even get an
I
invite to
didn't
that.
want to overwhelm you with that.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
He got out of the hospital?
I may not do that.
Um,
What do you think? I've only got 5
Yeah,
hours.
5
I mean,
hours?
I have no time to do it now.
I think you'll get into the one here.
Yeah.
I know you well enough. Somebody will come along and chicken, and bully you to a.
That
eighth-
works.
Yeah,
That's possible.
they'll bully you to an 8th place finish.
That's possible.
Yeah, there's still time for you to collude
Yeah.
with the Littlest Patriot.
I will say this. I think your team not being in it
It hurts.
is part of it.
That
Yeah.
really hurts. Golly, what's the... Ugh.